So, I know it's been like 2 days since I made a video, but I decided to get on here and make one. Okay, so I just want to talk about this. I never really truly looked at myself as like a feminist or nothing like that, because in my mind I always thought feminists are people who like strongly hate men or whatever, but psychic told me that I'm a feminist, which means that I just basically kind of believe in a way that men and women should be treated equal. I do believe to a certain extent that if women get married, that if a man is portraying the role of the provider and doing the right thing, that he is the head of the household or whatever. That's not really equal, like in a certain sense. Like the relationship should be equal, like you treat this person this way because you want to be treated this way. But like in a sense, like just like a provider, that should it's like if you're providing money for the household and stuff like that, you are supposed to be given a certain amount of respect and say so, whatever. That's just how I feel or whatever. That doesn't give a person the right to abuse the power, but men were made to be the head of the household. But it's like, as far as like being a feminist, I don't hate men. I see how some women can hate men, and this is no disrespect to the men watching my channel or to the men empaths out there or whatever. But to a certain extent, it's just like, I try not to be like that. Like men, to a certain extent, they just, I don't know. Maybe it's because of the experiences I've been through, which I've healed myself from. But I just kind of look at them in a certain type of way. And a psychic told me or whatever, date outside your race. More than one psychic told me this. She said, don't date no more black men or whatever. I don't mesh well with them. I don't really be on the same page as them or whatever. I can get ignorant on a certain level when I get mad and get crazy or whatever if I'm dealing with it. Like a lot of the men that I dated in the past, like in long relationships or relationships that have traumatized me or whatever, have been kind of like ignorant or whatever, and used to get me out of character a lot into like a way where I had to be violent or whatever. I don't really, and it ain't that I don't have no respect for black men. It's just, and it could just be just men in general. I just feel like they can't be trusted or whatever. That's just my opinion or whatever. Just like how that woman was on Monster, I put a little clip of her on my, page. She was a prostitute or whatever. I think her name was Charlize Theron or whatever. That's her real name. And she was a prostitute, and this guy was married, and he didn't know that she was gonna kill him. It's based on the true story. He didn't know she was gonna kill him, but she took him there. She was like, "Why don't you just have sex with your wife?" And he was like, he said something. She was like, "Man, I fucking hate him," or whatever. And then she killed him and took his. It's like I see how women can get to that point or whatever. But before I get to the point where I would never get to the point where I get in a relationship with a guy and just use him and play him or whatever, or set him up and kill him or whatever. Because I just have it's not even a strong resentment. It's just I look at men in a certain type of silly type of way or whatever. I try to give like little backstories so y'all can know where I'm coming from. But you gotta also remember this: it's other women out there who've been through way worse stuff than I probably have, and probably haven't learned their lesson and still dealing with silly men, or learned their lesson and they just have a loving husband or met somebody nice or whatever. Me, I just don't like dealing with niggas or whatever. I'm just being honest. It's like, and this is like I said, no offense, because every black man ain't like that. Just like I don't like Kevin Samuels or whatever. You talking about black women this, and all the other stuff. Because every black woman isn't like that or whatever. He just has a complex against black women or whatever. I think he really likes women. It's just my opinion. But I don't want to categorize all this. And it's not even really just black men. Like I said, it's just I don't have no desire to date anybody or even be intimate with anybody. And one, I have a past dealing with crazy, chaotic people and stuff like that. And when you go through so much, especially like when you have an abusive dad or whatever who didn't treat you right, really extreme abusive, emotionally, physically, all this stuff, and then you deal with different types of niggas in your life. And remember, every guy that I dealt with wasn't crazy or whatever, or silly or non-trustworthy. I dealt with some real people before, way back or whatever. So it's like I've met different types of black men. It's just it's just something about them that just is. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't even want no company in my house. I don't have no desire to get my number out. I just don't. And it wasn't even like that. Like this last breakup, I tried a little bit, but it seemed like it just seemed to me that every single black man that like I said, it's not just black men, because all men of all races can be silly. I'm just saying from what I went through. Just say men. It's like they always just silly. They can't be trusted. They cheated. And from what I've heard, all men cheat or whatever. I don't think I believe it. Just like they say all black women are gold diggers and stuff. That's not true, because I'm not. So I don't know if that's true or whatever. But from what I've seen, I just don't think they can really be trusted, or they just do stupid shit and say stupid shit. And so it had nothing to do with that narc or whatever I had. It's just, I think what happened is that with the gang start, okay, with the last relationship or whatever, and then being lied on, and then the one before that, both of my exes following me, and then the gang stalking, and then neighbors watching and following me to the store or whatever, that it kind of puts my mind like on a level like men are childish or whatever. And I'm not saying all men do stuff like that. It just turns me, I've had so much stuff happen to me, like, I told y'all, not the narcissist, the other Scorpio ex I had, or what if I got back in touch with him, and just he had me on three-way with niggas trying to set me up and bring niggas my way when I'm on PO, just the stupid stuff that they do. Just sending dudes my way on POF to try to see if I'm going to talk to them. I know they were doing it or whatever, and I've been called that out online on one of my videos. I just erased it, but it's just like stuff like that. It just make me feel like men are just shysty or whatever. They just say dumb shit. They do dumb shit. It's just whatever. And another thing too is like, black men, I feel like black men have a tendency to be kind of like materialistic or whatever, real materialistic, real, I don't know, and it could just be just men in general, like, because my soul is not from this world, it's like, I look at people and I just don't understand niggas pretty much black. When it comes to black men, they just do dumb shit or whatever. They say dumb shit. They do dumb shit. I feel like they're selfish. I feel like they don't know how to be leaders. They look for women to be providers or whatever. Move in with women, disrespect them. They don't know how to keep their dick in their pants, whatever, in their relationship. They just do dumb shit or whatever. And I think there's more than one woman that said it, of different races too, just men. And whatever, like I said, I'm not trying to be offensive. Let me just say, the men that I've dealt with or whatever, it's just, they just be all full of shit and games, and let me see what I can get. They're just selfish or whatever. So it's like, my thing is this, I just really wish, if I had one wish or whatever, or one goal or constant prayers, it would be to go around the world and really tell my testimony. It'd be to make video clips and really, really get paid for it. If people weren't messing with my views or whatever, live in a isolated way, like by the water, or just far away. I don't really like a lot of people in my space or whatever, because I don't trust people or whatever, but it's just, I don't have no desire to get married or have kids, and I just don't, or whatever. Y'all already know, I said before, I don't really have no desire to have kids, because I just don't. Maybe because it has something to do with my childhood or whatever, I just don't have no desire to have kids. Number one, my nerves real bad, that I don't want to do with no silly ass nigga or whatever, just doing stupid shit. I'm really turned off from it, whatever. Every time I have a little shred of hope that somebody could be kind of like real or something, they always end up being on some bullshit or fake or saying something stupid that'll turn me off or whatever. Just niggas just get on my nerve or whatever. And I'm not saying black men just in general. I just think that, I don't know. And like I said, I would never be in a gay relationship because I don't think it's right. But I'm not talking down on gay people or whatever. That's dumb. I'm not into women to be in a relationship or nothing like that, or sexually attracted to them to just have a full out relationship or whatever. It's really just that, and just spirituality. I just don't believe in it. Whatever. That's me. But it's like, and that's what I'm saying. People, they get married or whatever because it look nice. It look good to have kids. It look good to have a husband. But it's like, if the core of their relationship, if you're not happy, then it's like, what's the point? And there are some people that actually probably really are happy in their relationships. I just don't want that or whatever. Another thing, like all that people trying to make it seem like something wrong with me because I'm introverted and I don't talk to nobody on the phone or whatever. I want to date her and then like that, and they steady poking her. She this or she that, or you don't have no y'all. Like that turns me out too. Whether it's females or men doing it, it's like I don't like this. Like people try to make it seem like something wrong with you because you want to be by yourself. And I told y'all why I was by myself for a while because I was healing or whatever. Even though I'm healed now or whatever, I'm not even worried about the situation no more. It's still the fact that I just don't want nobody around me or whatever. Any little thing that somebody does could turn me off. Like especially when it comes to like me, any little slight sense of disrespect, any little thing of just something weird, something off. One thing I hate the most about people is people who scream real but do fake shit or whatever. That really pisses me off. I don't like people that just in general. You got to think about it like this too. Anybody who's really ever survived a narcissist relationship, at the relationship you just be real disgusted or whatever with me, because number one, it's like when you get in a relationship where you did everything right or whatever and didn't cheat on the person, and then they go and lie on you and made it seem like you did that or whatever, and then go and cover for women that really are doing it, the wife that they're with and stuff, and it turns you off or whatever and make you just be like, you just feel disgusted. You don't even want anybody touching you, just certain things, you know what I'm saying? I don't like people doing it, the love spells on me that's in a marriage and have an STD and can't offer me nothing but want to do love spells and not talk. It make you see another side of me, and that you just it just really disgusts me or whatever. Like I said, I don't have no strong hatred towards nobody or nothing. It's just I think maybe it's just black men. I don't know if it's black men. I don't know if it's men, but it's just if I ever get successful, I just would rather just do it by myself. I don't want to deal with no stupid ass people, intrusive family. I putting magic spells on my channel, try to stop my success, or it's trying to do that, trying to stop my success, hacking into my account, doing all that, trying to make all that. It's just icky feeling or whatever. You have to think about it like this. It's just people just do stupid shit or whatever, and it's just annoying. You know, so I'm not no strong hater of men. It's just that I just really would look. What I've learned is that even after every breakup I've been through, when I have like the little moments to myself or whatever, when I'm not talking to nobody, I'm at my strongest mentally and spiritually or whatever. Then it's like the wrong person come in and just fuck everything up. Because when I'm in a relationship, I totally be devoted to that person. But men just do dumb shit. I don't even want to be with them. You know, unless a man is an empath or another earth angel, I don't even really want that or whatever. I just want my own space. I don't really want nobody looking at me. I don't want nobody around me. And just as long as they just like support me online, as far as men or whatever, they just sometimes I say I just be looking at people, listening to people, and they just say and do dumb, stupid shit or whatever. I just be when men do and say stupid, disrespectful stuff, like people like Carrie Sam, just silly shit or whatever, say dumb shit, I just be like, man, I'm glad I'm single or whatever. That's all I be thinking. I'm glad I don't have no niggas in my life or whatever, because man, like I said, they can mess up a whole lot. And I'm not just saying, remember, I'm not bashing men. I'm just speaking from a woman's point of view. I'm not even speaking from a woman's point of view. I'm speaking from my point of view, what I've been through. It's just annoying, whatever. So please don't take offense to whatever. I'm just venting or whatever. But, I just think women need to learn how to level up and be by themselves or whatever. And God brings a mate to you. You won't have to question or anything like that. If it's for you. And honestly, in my opinion, I feel like my mate is going to be in heaven. That's what I want. Because only another earthly being that thinks like me or whatever could be with me. Other than that, I just, niggas do stupid shit or whatever. So, that's it. Just want to make a little late vlog. I haven't been on it that much because the GameStop, I was trying to let that die down a little bit. It's like irritating me. Oh, and the psychic said that the neighbors were checking me out or whatever, following me because they were like just looking at me and stuff like that. I thought they were plotting on me or whatever. I thought they were like trying to plot to attack me or hurt me or something because I'm by myself and I'm introverted or whatever. Which I don't, some of them may, but I heard that they were just checking me out, whatever. It is what it is. I don't like that if you think somebody like is interesting or whatever, you ain't gotta follow them or whatever. That turns me off or whatever. That is like, every day or whatever. That's why I don't like going anywhere or whatever. And I don't like being all them eyes on me, just people in my personal business. It turns me off. It really annoys me. So that's all I want to say. It's a little late night post.